We all need money advice from time to time, don't we? Well, you can get it for free right here on CNN. Watch this.
Time now for the Help Desk, where we get answers to your financial questions. Joining me this hour, Ryan Mack is the president of Optimum Capital Management, and Doug Flynn. He's a certified financial planner and founder of Flynn Zito. Thanks for being here today, guys. Our first question is, I work for a global company, and I may move to the UK or India permanently after 5 to 6 years. Is there any way I can transfer money to India without paying any penalties? What do you think, Ryan?
Well, not necessarily, not fee-free. You might be able to do some things to make sure you can mitigate the amount that you do pay. So a couple of tips for him will make sure you shop around for additional fees and make sure you're paying less. But even more important than that, make sure you look at those companies that give you good security within your transfers. Also, make sure you can get somebody on the phone. A lot of these companies that do international money transfers, there might be internet transfers. You can't necessarily talk to someone. That doesn't negate the fact for customer service. And also ask the right questions. What's the exchange rate? How does the individual on the other end receive the funds? Can they do it in a responsible and a safe way? And different things like that, and you should be okay.
So do a lot of checking first before you make any moves. All right, our next question is from Craig in Delaware. He writes, I'm 43 and have $350,000 in my 401k. The account is 90% stocks and 10% bonds. I know a more appropriate mix for my age would be 70-30. But isn't this an awful time to move that much money to bonds with interest rates so low and high bond prices? Should I wait for rates to rise before acting? What do you think, Doug?
Well, we just went through 30 years of lowering interest rates, and so you could be waiting a really long time for rates to come up and peak before you do this. The answer is if you should be at 70-30, you need to make that move now. That's the most important thing. Take that 20% differential and move it from the stocks to the bonds. Here's the trick, though. Don't just buy the traditional treasuries or regular bond fund that you might be offered. You have to do a little bit more digging. You want to find bond funds and bonds that will do well in a rising rate environment. And they're out there. You just have to do a little research. So I think the key is you need to do it, and you need to do it now, but don't just pick the bond fund that's in there. Do a little research and find the type of bonds. Get on the internet and look for bonds that do well in a rising rate environment or a fixed account that can change rates in an upward fashion, and you'll do very well.
I think someone like Craig who knows that the ratio should not have a hard time doing that research. So, guys, thanks so much for helping us out today. If you have a question that you want to get answered, hey, we're happy to help you out. Send us an email anytime to CNNHelpDesk@cnn.com.